was good. That was the one after the opening track. That was the one that was produced by Jay Dilla, which was like some nice little smooth. I think it was like piano samples in it. It sounded really nice. And of course, Common's rapping on it's really good. I like the scheme he did uh, in that song with all the rappers, all the young and upcoming rappers. Uh, he said, since 21, I was a savage because he talks about, because when he was younger, Common was a more aggressive rapper. For all you new kids that are listening to the softer Common back in the day, Common was a more aggressive rapper. He actually went at like Ice Cube and a whole bunch of other. Well, he went at Ice Cube. Him and Ice Cube had a really bad beef. Um, that's why he said on One Day It All Makes Sense. He said I came here. He said I came in this game like new Smash beef with no. He said Smash beef with Ice Cube came in this rap game like new because I'm fully clothed with flows. You bitches can't hide behind expensive cars and clothes. So he was basically so when he says in here when I was 21 I was a savage. He's talking about 21 Savage of course, but he's talking about when he was young. Calvin used to rap really aggressive. He rapped way more aggressive back then. I said regardless to his old stuff. Um, he was rapping crazy too back then. He was rapping just more aggressively. Um, and then there was like I said the Jill Scott song was cool. Um, I wanted to talk more about that scheme. Yeah, I did like the 21 Savage, and then he said, what did he say? He said, we gave Mills to the Meek to inherit the earth, which was cool because it was a play on Meek Mill's name. But it's somehow the Meek, the it said the Meek, the saying the Meek shall inherit the earth. So we gave millions to the Meek so that way they can inherit the earth, which is kind of cool. I like that. The clever play on words. And he fits a whole bunch of different up and coming rappers in there because he's trying to pay homage to him. He's trying to pay homage to him. He's trying to say, look, you guys are the new wave. I congratulate you for coming in. So that was kind of cool. So yeah, man, like I really think Common is really good in here. Now, um, now I'm going to tell you something about this album. Now I know I've been giving a lot of praise, so you're like, man, what could be the problem with this? You seem like you really like this album, Rob. Well, or old school, you really seem like it. Well, I'm put to you like this, man. Uh, I was talking to a girl on YouTube, and I was watching a video, and the video was on Princess Nokia. I think it was her name was Princess Nokia, and she did some song about witch coven or something like that. That was like her beliefs of where she came from. That's what the song is about. But it was over like a generic trap beat, and I was trying to explain to her because she was like, "Oh, so you're one of those types of people that you don't really listen to the words, you just listen to the beat." And it's not even so much as that. I feel like I feel like instrumentals can make or break an album. In this case, I think this kind of hurt Common's new album. I think the beats really hurt this album. Uh, as far as the beats go, I mean, and even the one from Jay Dilla. Shout out, rest in peace to the late Jay Dilla. Rest in peace to him. But I just feel like the beats on this album didn't work for me. Um, they seem like they're pretty streamlined beats. They're pretty borderline beats. They're nothing special. Like none of the beats really jump out on this album. They're kind of the beats are going in this direction. The beats are just doing this the whole time. I actually found this album a little boring. Um, I found this album pretty boring, and it's weird. It's weird when I say about a Common album because I really like Common a lot. He's really dope Chicago rapper. Um, Again, man, influenced a lot of people in the game, man. But I just wasn't feeling this album. I wasn't feeling this album for the fact that the beats made it so forgettable. Like when I first heard the album, it was background noise. I barely even heard the lyrics. And I think the second and third time I listened to the album, I was kind of like, okay, and I could barely get through it a third time. The album was just, it was boring. I really hate to say it, the beats on here are really boring. Like they're really somber. Um, like when you listen to, I know the criticisms about Mick Jenkins' album, The Waters, was the beats are too somber. Um, the criticism about Isaiah Rashad's Sylvia demo was the beats were too somber. At least those beats had some up tempo beats. There was some variety still in the beats. Like when Soliloquy came on that Sylvia demo, you're like, oh, okay, switch up the beats and everything, compared and contrast to other beats on the albums. I just feel like here the beats just kind of went one speed, and there was never a moment where I was like, "Ooh, okay, Common." I never felt like that at all throughout this entire album. I think probably my least favorite song I have a couple least favorites on here too. There's a couple songs here I just didn't like. Hercules, I didn't really care for that song. I think that was the single, and I didn't listen to it, and I see why I didn't listen to it. I just didn't care for it. That was probably the weakest single. That was the weakest song I think on this album that I can remember. I don't think I. Um, there was one R&B cut at the end, near the end of the album too. I didn't care for. So I mean, it's sad to say it, man. I don't. This is not. This is a light recommend. Personally, I would recommend Common's uh, previous albums before Universal Mind Control. I would prefer those albums. Go back and listen to, if you're new to Common and you heard this album, go back and listen to Fighting Forever. Go back and listen to B. Listen to like Water for Chocolate, Skip Electric Circus, um, except for Come Close. Come Close was a good cut. Um, and listen to One Day It'll All Make Sense. If you're really feeling that great, go back and listen to Resurrection. But as far as this album, if you want to listen to Common's rapping ability and you don't really care how bad beats are or how slow and mellow they are, you're probably going to like this album a little bit more than I did. For me, I just didn't really care that much for it. I won't just like I'm trying to kill Moth. Just like Rhapsody's album, I don't see myself coming back to this album. I don't even think I have a favorite song on here other than Fifth Story and the very first track on the album, and that's kind of it really. Um, yeah, all the beats and everything just kind of sound like they ran together after a while, and it got really interesting. So there's my take. There's my review. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comment, tell me if you disagree with my opinion. If you like the album better than I did, we can talk about it. We can definitely discuss it. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.